to Tangling Along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com, and today it is this pattern, but first we're going to find the page that we work on. So this is another black page that I tricked a little into a white page. And if you don't know how I did this, I will link in the info box below for how I did it, and maybe even leave a iCard right here so you can go and watch that before you go and continue with this page. I'm gonna use I actually think I did both here. I made a border on one of them, and on the other one I just colored out to the edge of the page, and I think I'm gonna color out to the edge of this page. So I'm going to use the white page here as my border. So that was easy. Now I just need some kind of a string, and I really don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna pop in some lines here, I think. Because I want some different rooms for all these interesting tangles that we got. I have a few rooms that is quite big. But I know that when I'm starting, it might turn out different. I could make a line down here just to make this a little smaller. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And then we are going to make the tangle for today. I am using my micron PN in black. You can use an 01 or any other kind of fine liner you have lying around. I have some kind of dot there in the paper. Anyway, I am going to find a line for this one because this is a borderline, a string, a border, a ribbon. Oh, that was hard. Actually, I think I'm gonna take this line here, so I'm gonna turn my book around so it's easier for me to do this one. So the first thing we do is kind of a squiggly line. You could make it all straight if you want to, but I decided to make this squiggly. And then I'm gonna make another squiggly line over the first one. So this one is quite easy. So I'm finding one where the squiggly line is going out, and I'm kind of making two bumps on there. So I'm finding one more, making two bumps, the next one, and so on all the way down this. Whoops, I did that wrong. We need that to go down and touch, and I am going to turn that around and do the same here on the other side, finding one of these and making those bumps, ladybugs, ears. I don't know what to call these, but I'm gonna do it all the way down. And then they make kind of a little ladybug on the inside of these bumps, and I have one right here, so I want to pop one in there. So I'm just gonna take my time with this and enjoy the lines and the fillings that I'm doing here. Give me a second. There we go. And I'm just gonna do it here on the other side as well. And this is all there is to this pattern, so this one is quite easy to do. That is it for this pattern. I'm just gonna cap my pen here, and I am going to go in here and erase my string line because it is all over this pattern and I don't want it to be. There we go. I'm going to color this page here with these general pastels chalk, and I have the Canary yellow, I have a Scarlet red, and I have a yellow ochre. And actually I should do like this. And I like these because you can kind of use them as a graphite pen, and then well, it is chalk, so you can use it with the Tortillion, if I could talk. And I think I'm gonna use the Scarlet red on this one, and thus pop it in this top end here of all of these smaller bumps. You can do this with your graphite instead if you want to make it kind of in the shadowing way. So I'm gonna place that to the side. Then I'm gonna take my ochre, yellow ochre, and I'm gonna pop some of that in here after the red one. Just a tiny bit, because it is charcoal, so you can get it all over the page. It will fill up this little room if you wanted to. And then I'm gonna go with the Canary yellow. Just a tiny bit here. There we go. And then I have a Tortillion for these colors, and I'm gonna start. Oops, that was way too red. Just a second. I'm just gonna try to clean it a tiny bit here. So I'm just gonna soften these colors into each other. And kind of color the whole room here with these combinations that we did right here. And the red that I had on this one in the first place. And I can see it's not red, it's brown because it says so here. But I get them all mixed up together in the end anyway, so I think this is perfect. So we're just gonna use this one. There we go. And I think I'm gonna leave it like this because that's all there is to it. So I'm not gonna shade it like anymore before we get on with the other patterns. But that is the pattern for today. It's very simple, and I actually think it's a very neat little border tangle. It was this one right here. I hope you enjoyed this one, so thank you for watching. Have an attitude of gratitude.